So, think about this. Imagine running a business that generates $100 million in revenue annually without anyone knowing who you are, what you do, or how you do it. Sounds impossible, right? Well, not for the Genovese families. These mysterious clans have been dominating some of the world's most lucrative and secretive industries for over a century, using their unique skills, strategies, and secrets. In this video, we will reveal the 5 business mysteries the Genovese families mastered and show you how to apply them to your venture. Stay tuned.
Great.
So, the thing is, your business is as safe as how trustworthy your workers and partners are. That's not all. How loyal your customers and suppliers are is also very important. The Genovese families know about this too. The first mystery that the Genovese families mastered is how to create a loyal and trustworthy network of partners, suppliers, and customers. This is crucial for any business, especially those operating in the shadows or highly competitive markets. The Genovese families have been using a combination of family ties, mutual respect, and selective rewards to build strong relationships that last for generations. For example, they have worked with the same banks, lawyers, and accountants for decades, ensuring that their financial and legal affairs are handled discreetly and efficiently. They have also collaborated with other families or groups that share their interests or goals, forming alliances that benefit both parties. And they have been treating their customers with care and attention, providing them with high-quality products and services that meet their needs and expectations. By doing so, the Genovese families have reduced costs, increased efficiency, and avoided unnecessary competition. They have also earned the trust and loyalty of their network, which gives them access to valuable information, resources, and opportunities. But more than creating a reliable and trustworthy network is needed to achieve $100 million in revenue. You also need to offer something your customers want and are willing to pay for. That's why the Genovese families have mastered the second mystery I'm about to reveal. So, diversifying your portfolio is one of the best ways to spread your risk and increase your income. This is so great that Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time, if not the greatest, recommends and talks about it all the time in his meetings. The Genovese families mastered diversifying and innovating their products and services. This is essential for any business, especially those operating in dynamic and uncertain environments. The Genovese families have been constantly adapting to changing markets and customer needs, offering various solutions catering to different segments and niches. For example, they have been involved in various industries such as gambling, construction, waste management, entertainment, and technology, exploiting new opportunities and creating new sources of income. They have also been innovating their products and services, adding new features, improving quality, or creating unique experiences that set them apart from their competitors. And they have been testing and experimenting with new ideas, using feedback and data to refine and optimize their offerings. By doing so, the Genovese families have created value, differentiated themselves, and expanded their customer base. They have also gained a competitive edge and a loyal following that appreciates their diversity and innovation. But more than diversifying and innovating your products and services is needed to achieve $100 million in revenue. You also need to manage the uncertainties that come with running a business. That's why the Genovese families have mastered the third mystery I'm about to show you.
All right.
Without risk management, every business, regardless of the type, becomes a joke. You need to manage the risks and uncertainties that come with running a business so as to put the company in long-term profitability. That's why the Genovese families managed risk and uncertainty. This is vital for any business. The Genovese families have used intuition, data, and contingency plans to anticipate and overcome challenges and threats. For example, they have relied on their gut feelings and instincts to make quick and effective decisions, trusting their experience and knowledge. They have also used data and analysis to monitor and evaluate their performance, identifying strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And they have been preparing contingency plans for different scenarios, anticipating potential problems and having backup solutions ready. By doing so, the Genovese families have survived, thrived, and grown in any situation. They have also gained a reputation for being resilient and adaptable, which gives them confidence and credibility in their industry. But managing risk and uncertainty is insufficient to achieve more than $100 million in revenue. You also need to leverage your brand. That's why the Genovese families mastered this mystery I'm about to reveal. Before we continue, this channel creates exclusive documentary content on the most curious things you want to know, important things the mainstream media won't cover, and things companies and governments don't want you to see. So if you're excited about these things, kindly subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Branding is one of the most excellent tools to leverage as a big business. The importance of this can be seen in the business of sports. Leveraging on branding actually puts you ahead of your competition. That's why the Genovese families leverage their brand and reputation. This is important for any business, especially those operating in competitive or crowded markets like the Genovese. The Genovese families have been building a solid and consistent image that reflects their values, vision, and quality. For example, they have been using their name, logo, and slogan to create a memorable and recognizable identity that stands out from the crowd. They have been using their influence, network, and awards to create a powerful and respected brand that commands attention and authority in their industry. By doing so, the Genovese families have been able to attract and retain loyal partners and employees and gain respect and influence in their industry. But leveraging your brand and reputation is insufficient to achieve $100 million in revenue. You also need balance. That's why the Genovese families mastered one of the most extraordinary balances I'm about to reveal. Many business owners find it hard to balance work and personal life, which leads to them having poor health. But since your health is also your worth, you must prioritize and strategize work-health balance. That's why the Genovese families balance their personal and professional life. This is essential for any business, especially those operating in stressful and demanding situations. The Genovese families have maintained a healthy harmony between their work and family commitments, ensuring they enjoy both aspects of their lives. For example, they have been setting clear boundaries and priorities, allocating time and energy to both their business and personal goals. They have also supported and celebrated each other, shared their successes and challenges, and expressed gratitude and appreciation. And they have been caring for themselves and each other, staying healthy, happy, and productive. By doing so, the Genovese families have stayed motivated, happy, and productive. They have also created a solid and supportive family culture that nurtures their well-being and happiness. These are the 5 biggest business mysteries the Genovese families use to create their fortune. Also, many other families are based on secrets. This is why we've made an exclusive documentary on 5 family mysteries. So, check it out now.